Welcome everybody to Big Ben and Ty's Sports Cave. We got Ben in the middle there, and of course at the end we got Wade. All right, we're gonna get right into it because we have a lot to discuss today about the Rivermen. Mustangs won last night, 7-4.
All right.
That's their second win of the season. They play again tonight against the same team at 6:00.
All right.
Bison lost 5-2 to Fort Wayne last night. And they play against Iowa in Iowa next Wednesday, the 26th, at 7 p.m. Blues lost Thursday night against the Maple Leafs, 3-2 in overtime. And they play today, right now, against the Islanders today.
Blackhawks lost the past two games. The Kraken 3-2 on Thursday, and then yesterday 9-3 against the Sabres. Tomorrow, 6 p.m. game against the Avalanche. And that's the Blackhawks past three and upcoming game.
All right. So that is all news for them. Now we're just going to get right into the Rivermen. Rivermen lost last night 5-2 against the Storm. Tino saved 21 out of 24 shots. Parody and Herrera was the two that scored for the Rivermen. Korporowski, Gerard, whatever you want to call them, Tarkanen, and Myers are the ones that scored for the Storm. So I'm just going to let Wade start off because I'm sure he's probably going to say the same things I'm saying. I'm just going to say this real quick. The body language was off last night. The effort was piss poor. And go ahead, Wade. You take it over because I'm about to just
I can tell you it's probably a good thing we didn't do this last night because I would have been a lot more pissed off and probably say some regrettable things. But I mean, even after having some time to cool off, I am still just so upset with that display we seen on home ice against the Quad City Storm. It was kind of a role reversal last night, not only because Storm took it to us and won, but typically the Storm start off strong and kind of fade as the game goes, and Rivermen kind of start a little slow but get stronger. Well, it was just the opposite. Rivermen actually started out that first period pretty strong, but then towards the end of the first, they started to fade a little. And I don't know what that was in the second and third. The body language, the low effort, the low energy, like what you said, the body language of the players for still being in this game. I was looking to see some passion, some fire, somebody to get animated, especially from the coach and Rivermen group, especially during our 5-on-4 power play for 5 minutes. That only seen us net 2 shots.
One shot.
Shot.
Yeah, one shot.
And no goals.
On the worst penalty killers in the league.
They just hovered around the blue line, passing back and forth. I seen no aggression, no urgency. I was really looking at the bench and body language of the coach and players on the bench, seeing if they were up into it and if Levy was trying to fire him up. I seen none of that. Pretty much the whole game, Levy was just leaning on the back of the glass, which we all know that's not going to be the case with Trudell. And so I was disappointed greatly in that to me was embarrassing and just completely unacceptable. We do have a higher standard here of Peoria Rivermen hockey. Wilkie made a statement in the Peoria Journal-Star, saying, people want to play here. Not everybody gets to play here, and only certain people can play here. That's what makes this team special. And just, I don't know, man. I didn't see it last night, and I was just like, I'm just sitting there waiting for it, especially after that third goal. I'm waiting for somebody to rally the troops. And I see Wilkie do that a little bit, but it was like nobody was responding to him.
Yeah. No, and I saw the same thing on the power play, the 5-minute power play. They iced the puck into our zone, and Bear lackadaisical went over there. Well, he lost a loose puck battle. One of the Storms got it, and then almost turned into a scoring chance for them. It's like you didn't even show effort to go after that loose puck. Like, none whatsoever. There was no urgency on the power play at all. They were just slow, sluggish through the neutral zone. It was just a bad effort all the way around. And like I said, I can't blame it all on Tino, but I mean, there was a couple on Tino that I was like, really, dude? You should have had that one.
Yeah. My big complaint on Tino was, look, I will say it goes to both because, again, the team defense had trouble possessing and clearing the puck, sure.
Yes,
but I had a great vantage point of that second goal. I seen Tino and the shooter clear as clear can be. Tino tracked the shooter the whole way, never lost sight of him, got into the shooting lane, short side blocker shot. He just whiffed with 5 seconds to go in the second. And that's a save when you got 5 seconds remaining in the period that you need to make. That was a backbreaker.
Yeah. No, I agree 100% because, like, it seemed like after that, they were just like, yep, okay. This is how it's going to go. I mean, it was just... And before people start saying, like, oh, well, Trudell was suspended, or Tristan was suspended, and Ao, it didn't matter.
No.
The effort last night was just so bad that I don't think it even would have mattered if they were there.
I agree.
And I do think it would make a difference if Coach Trudell was there.
Yeah,
I think he would have made a lot of more adjustments.
That's one of the things I was wondering, because not only are they coming off a 2-game losing streak, they also have their coach and one other player on a 2-game penalty, right, or whatever they want to call
suspension. But the player doesn't matter.
Well, I mean, it's like say, for instance, your analogy is to do your best job, you have to have all your cylinders firing in the race car, right, to go fast. Well, if you have a missing cylinder, you won't go as fast and you won't get the job done. So I'm thinking that they're not getting the job done because they're not firing on all cylinders because one of their cylinders is missing.
I get what you're saying with that. I honestly do. But we had the best players and playmakers on the ice that game, and we had all of our leaders on that ice. Bear, Barker, McChesney. I would say McChesney played the best out of our leadership group, but Barker and especially Bear was just a ghost.
Right.
Like what Ty touched on. Bear was
I get that.
lazy.
I'm just saying that it just seems like when it's a team, when you see a team player missing, and maybe seeing that team player, it will give you more of a happy feeling to where you want to get going, whereas you're bummed because you're not thinking about it. I guess what I'm saying is I don't think they had their mind set to win a game, and maybe that's why they made some of those.
Well, and here's the thing on that. That's fine. If some people think, it's because one player was gone, but you guys got to think. We had Wilkie come back. We had Martin. Martin's been practicing with the team for at least 2 weeks now. So that shouldn't even have mattered. AO was gone because, like I said, we had Martin stepping in and we had Wilkie stepping in, and so that shouldn't even have mattered. Tristan, did we lose? The only thing we really lost from Tristan being gone, in my opinion, is the physicalness. He's our guy that goes in there and does what he needs to do physical wise against teams. Like Wade said, we had every playmaker on the ice last night. Every single playmaker last night was not giving effort at all. Bear hasn't showed effort all year.
He was benched for 2 periods for lack of effort. Trudell said that much.
Yeah. So I mean, it's just.
I can see what you're saying. What you guys are saying is that they should have kept the ball rolling regardless of who's there or not.
It's you know what the Rivermen's old saying was? Next guy up.
Yeah.
That's what it should be.
It falls on the leadership to rally the troops and get them ready, even if they're a little short.
Yeah,
Right.
I agree with Wade. Even if they're a little short, where was our leader group? Hey guys, let's go. Let's do this. And you know what? I would like to see the captain do that. The captain should be the one doing that.
Yeah. Now that you say that, shouldn't the captain be the one rallying the troops just as much as the coach?
Exactly.
And I'm going to say this, and I said it last night to my wife. I said, Hageman last night would have been like, all right, boys, get on my back. We're going.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing this. And Bear just does not have that mentality for some reason.
I was waiting to see him get animated and try to fire up the guys. You seen that from Hageman? Hell, you even seen that from like Ernst and Wilkie.
Yeah,
especially a home game,
Yeah.
Yeah, especially at home. I mean, be animated, get the crowd involved. But we didn't see any of that last night. None whatsoever. And, when they made Bear the captain last year, I had my opinions on it. I really did. I had my opinions on him being captain last year. Personally, I think Wilkie would have been a better choice, but that's not my decision. That's not my choice. And, and especially this year, to me, he's not living up to being what a captain's supposed to be for the Rivermen. The captain is supposed to do whatever he has to do to get his team to perform day in and day out. And right now, I don't think Bear has that gene. And I know some people was saying, McChesney should have the C. Yeah, maybe. But, I mean, there's a couple other guys that could probably wear that C better than Bear does. But, again, that's not our choice. And I'm just hoping that last night is not what we see for games to come.
God, I hope not.
Because if that's what it's going to be for the rest of the year, we might as well just give it up now.
Right, it makes sense.
Because it's bad.
I mean, I definitely want to see a response tonight in Quad Cities. I better see a response tonight in Quad Cities to that low energy and low effort, because there's no way you could go into that locker room after the game with your head held up, sitting there and tell yourself, well, I did everything I could. Did you really? Because I don't think you did.
Yeah.
I don't think you gave us your all on that ice.
No, I don't think they did at all. I'm going to kind of switch gears here with Toporowski being suspended for tonight. I didn't see the spear as much as everybody else saw, but I did see a video. I thought from my vantage point, it looked like a high stick more than a spear, but then I saw the other side, and I still don't know if you would technically call that a spear. I mean, I guess it's a sort of a spear, but it looks like he took the blade and basically just hit the guy in the stomach, and then it hit him probably right here, I think.
Yeah, I went from the sternum up into the chin.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So to me, I would call that more of a high stick than a spearing, I guess. But either way, I'm glad he got a 5-minute major. He is so undisciplined, it's not even funny.
Correct.
I told people too, I said the only reason why he's where he's at is because his dad's the coach. Because I know in any other team, I think, with his mentality, I don't think he'd make it.
And I mean, honestly, it could have been worse for him. I think the refs went easy on him, not for the spearing call, but I think they very easily could have called abuse of official. the
Yeah.
way he was acting, and I think he is very fortunate he didn't get that call. But I did find it funny that when he was trying to get to the ref, the linesman kind of bodied him into the penalty box.
Yeah. Yeah.
But and people told me the ref can't touch players, and I was like, oh yeah, they can. They actually can do that.
Yep. Yep, they can. And yes, Eric, we had 5 minutes and they got one shot. One shot on a power play.
Damn.
5-minute power play on the worst penalty kill team in the league. So let that set in. One shot.
Just embarrassing.
Yeah, it was. And like I said, we said it before. I'm not saying if Jack was in goal, it would have been different. But hopefully tonight, Jack is in goal. And we see what he can do. I'm really hoping tonight's game goes so much better than last night. Speaking of tonight's game, let's kind of get into that. They play tonight against Quad City Storm at 7:05 in Quad Cities. Again, they're going to be without Coach Gee, and they're going to be out without Ao Adenier, and of course Tristan is still suspended. I see Trezera went on the IR. I saw Cable was not dressed again. I don't think Cable's safe.
I don't think
anybody's safe on this team right now.
No, because from what I'm hearing, Cable wasn't placed on the IR for health reasons.
No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. I heard he was pretty much. It was a statement being made. Even Coach Trudell said that. I mean, he even said it. Cable did get moved to the 14-day IR, but I don't think he's hurt.
No,
I really don't.
I don't either.
I don't think he's hurt.
Well,
Trezera, I don't think Trezera's hurt.
I think he might be banged up, but I think he could play.
Yeah. So I don't know what's going to happen with transitions and stuff, but I don't think anybody's safe on this team. I think Trudell is going to get rid of who he needs to get rid of, and he's going to put I hope he puts a better hockey on display on the ice, because like I said, if it stays the way it is, it's very lack of effort. I did want to say Jalot last night, he showed a little fire every now and then on the ice. He was good on the checking and the forechecking. It seemed like he was given effort, but he took some plays off too last night. But he's just coming back from an injury too. So, I mean,
yeah, I want to be careful on criticizing Martin, Wilkie, and Gillette, especially.
Yeah.
They've missed a lot of time.
Yeah, and that's what I said. Like, I saw him give effort. I'm not gonna say he didn't give effort last night, but there was a couple plays where he took maybe a play off. But like I said, it's not like the ones that took almost the whole game off.
Yeah.
Now, do you guys think this is a question because I read what Eric mentioned and that made me think of him. Do you think Gee's bet is harder on his son than the other players, or you think he's equal?
No, equal, 100% equal.
He cuts his minutes. He sits them
harder on his son just because he wants him to.
Nope. He is 100% same to everybody.
Okay.
He will be blunt honest with you. He will be. I talked to the former Riverman, and he is very blunt. If you suck that game, he'll tell you. And
So it don't matter if it's his son or not. He's going to say what he wants to say without repercussions of.
Oh yeah, he's going to say what he wants to say because he don't give a shit. He don't give two shits.
Right? Yeah.
He don't care about your feelings.
No, and you need a coach like that. And I think that's the problem. Is Levine is one of those coaches that he does care about feelings. And sometimes you just can't be that way when it comes.
Do you think he feels like that because he was a player at one time and now he doesn't want to hurt people's feelings because he
No,
knew how
I
it
just
felt?
think Levine's that way.
He's more of a player's coach. Just
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I agree with Eric. Cable is he probably did. He probably thought, oh, I can come in. My dad played here. I'm safe. But like I said, I don't think anybody's safe on this. I wouldn't go too far and say Bear's safe right now. I'm sure Trudell was at home if he was at home last night. I don't know if he was at the arena or home last night, but I'm sure
he actually be at the arena though?
yeah, he can be at the arena, but in the stands, not in the locker room.
Yeah. So I'm wondering if maybe he was at home last night or in the stands just pulling his hair out and probably cussing in French. And
well, maybe he was in one of those clear up there in one of that suite on that one side, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know, but I know he was probably watching it just disgusted.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, like I said, I think we haven't seen the end of transactions with the team yet. And a lot of people are saying, well, it's just one game, guys. Just one game. We get it. It's just been one game. But the effort that was shown last night
should have been better.
Oh, it should have been 100% better.
Right.
Yeah, that's to put it really nicely.
Yeah. I mean, it was just we could probably go through each player and tell them what they did to show lack of effort, but I'm not going to do that. But
I'm just kind of thinking of a devil's advocate when it comes to this because I can see how bad it was. It's just,
and like I said, well, and me and Wade talked about, you got those fans right now. Oh, they're okay. It's just one game. You guys are just not supportive. No, we're giving criticism is what we're giving.
Yeah, and I get that, and I agree with that. It's just I'm thinking of
and it's just I don't know.
Yeah, no, like what you said, it's just like, look, some fans are built different, and I got nothing against those fans that want to be positive 24/7 and not want to say anything negative. It's just like, okay, if that works for you, cool.
Yeah.
But I take on more of Trudell's mentality to where if I see something not being met, like our standards not being met, I'll be the first to call it out for our team. I am not afraid to call out poor effort, low energy, and just overall poor play. That's just the way I'm wired.
Yeah, and it should tell people that because Wilkie said it.
Mm-hmm.
What more do you want? A retired Riverman telling you guys. Coach Wade.
I wouldn't go that far. Okay. Jeez.
Wade wishes probably.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. Wade could probably do a better job than Levine did last night. Because let's talk about his body language. He was just leaned up against the board, and just arms crossed, and didn't even look like he really cared to be there.
I know. During that 4 or 5 minute power play, when there was a stoppage, I expected to see him, pacing the bench, sitting there telling the guys, let's get it going. Let's get the puck on net. When they called that timeout, you've seen Trudell snap a clipboard, throw it against the glass, tell his team to wake the fuck up. Excuse my language. But Levine was just, I'll just relax here against the boards. You guys take care of it. It seemed like, and that was that disappointed me. I know he's a different style of coach, but a coach needs to get animated every now and then. You just do.
I agree. I agree. And let's start a little bit transitioning over to tonight's game. You know what I would like to see tonight, to be honest? I'd like to see a fight right off the bat.
I wouldn't mind it.
Get a fight off right off the bat. Like Ben always says, set the tone.
Well, it's true.
and get these boys fired up. Because if we go in there tonight like we did last night, we're doomed. And the fans saying, "Oh, it's just one game." Wait until next weekend when we have to play Evansville. We play like we did last night against Evansville, we're done.
We're going to get blown out.
Yes.
Like what the Blackhawks did last game last night. 9-3. Gosh.
5 seconds in the timeout. Honestly, it was like they didn't care. And yeah, it's true, Eric. They didn't care. I think by that time, when they were down by 2, especially when they were down by 2, they didn't care. Like my wife,
ready to go home.
Yeah, when they started, when he put Latinovic back in there, and my wife's like, "What's the purpose? There's 8.8 seconds left. You might as well just left him on the freaking bench." And I'm like, "Yeah, I know. Like, what was the point in that? It's just, oh my goodness."
And I do want to say on Tino, look, I've said it a million times before, and I think people forget this. I am a Tino fan. I liked Tino before he ever was a Riverman. I said back in the day, if we land Tino, we'll win a cup, and that's what happened.
Yeah.
I love Tino. I do. Right now, this year, this current season, I am a lot more comfortable and confident in Jack Bosted, and that's no disrespect to Tino. I just see more consistency and more poise, and I don't see the leaky goals that I see with Tino, with Boston.
Yeah, and like we've said on the past podcast, we got spoiled this year. We have two number ones. We do. We have 2 number ones. I just think, like I agree with Wade in a little bit. I think Jack should be our number 1. Yeah, like Eric just said, he's shitting the bed coming from a huge Tino fan. Like I said, I think Jack should get majority of the starts until Tino shows he can do it again. I don't understand what's going on with Tino this year. It seems like he's having a lot more mental lapse this year than anything. And it's one of those deals where it's like, maybe they need to pull him aside and be like, "Dude, do you need a break? You get your heads on straight here? Like, what's going on here?"
I mean, we chose you over Colby Muse, just so you're well aware.
Yeah, and that's the thing is does he need to take just a break to redo his mind and get focused again? Because like I said, there's been a lot of brain lapses with him this year. So yeah, again, recap of last night. It is one of those games where you take the film of that game and you just throw it in the trash, and you start over.
Sounds like Ty's son's team could have done a better job than the Rivermen did last night.
Maybe, and we got one that just lays on the ice. So
really,
yeah. So
oh my,
I don't want to see, again, like I said, I don't want to see the lack of effort tonight. I would like to see a fight right off the bat, get the boys going. And I just don't know who's gonna step up. I mean, Chartrand.
I love Chartrand too, but it shouldn't take him stepping up. I mean, you know who I would like to see get into a fight right off the face-off, and he wears an A? Braden Barker. Yeah. Love to see him get into a fight. He's a leader. He wears the A. He can scrap. I want to see him really get into this game. I need to see somebody put this team on their back and say, "Let's go." Like, no bullshit tonight. We're playing, and we're going to put in max effort.
Well, Zach's not playing with the Rivermen tonight. He's not going up there tonight. So Wilkie will not be with the team, I don't believe, tonight.
Oh, boy.
Because he is coaching. I think he has other prior engagements. I believe he is just going to be playing home games.
Kind of like Mitch McPherson.
Yeah. And a lot of people will start laughing at me for this, but you know what? A captain has to do what a captain has to do. Bear, drop your gloves, man.
Yeah.
You might get your butt kicked, but guess what? You're just showing that you are willing to do whatever you need to do to get your team going. And then that's what our old captain did, and that was Hageman.
Mhm.
He knew when he had to step up. So like I said last night, after Toporowski did what he did to Lindbergh, do you think he would have got away with that if Hageman was on the ice?
Hageman
Hell
would have been
no.
on him so quick.
Yeah. Mitch McPherson would have been on him real quick. I mean, I think Ernie would have been on him real quick. Which, a lot of guys were thinking maybe Ernie would be coming back, but he's getting on fire right now in the ECHL.
Yeah.
He is starting to catch his stride, and he's doing really well right now, which is great to see.
Yeah.
Very great to see.
He earned his place up there and deserves to be up there.
Yeah, and I agree with Eric. Just a lot of confidence with a rebound tonight, and we need to get our confidence back. So I'm gonna turn this over to Wade. What and we'll kind of cut this show a little short, not too much short, because Wade's not feeling very good right now. I can see it.
Right.
So let's do your 3 keys of the game tonight. There up in Quad City, unless you have something else to talk about last night or tonight or.
No, I really don't. Just like I said, the keys, man. I don't even know if I have 3 keys.
Well, I mean, you can tell us about the Indian restaurant, though.
Well,
how was that last night?
Yeah. I can do that. I did eat at Bayleaf Indian Restaurant and Bar last night before the game. And again, enjoyed the food as always. And I had it was my fiance's first time eating there, and she doesn't. Her spice palette is basically 0. She doesn't have one, and she enjoyed the food there. So
cool.
it is again just excellent food, and I would recommend anybody. If Indian food typically isn't your thing, push your limits a little, just expand. Just give it a try. I promise you won't be disappointed in the food there.
All right. So, yeah, just go ahead and I guess give us your 3 keys if you got any. If not, tell us what you would like to see from 3 players again tonight, and just kind of go over that.
I mean, my one big key of the game is everything you did last night, do the opposite of that. Yeah. That's my one big key. I want to see max effort in this game. I would, max effort. We probably win that game last night. I mean, because it kind of speaks volume that was probably the lowest effort and lowest energy, and we were still in that game 1 goal down. I mean, until the very end. So, I mean, if we put in our normal effort and energy, we skate away with a win. I mean, I don't, these fellas need to understand that in the locker room. You can't take a night off like they did, even against the worst team in the league, and expect to skate away with a victory. Just don't work that way. Not in the pros, not at any level. So I basically want to see the opposite. Full 60 minutes, max effort, and to quote our buddy Big Ben here, you set the damn tone with a fight and an early goal. And the players, I'm just going to highlight our leadership group because I was very disappointed in them. So if you wear a letter tonight, I want to see you engaged. I want to see you fired up, and I want to see maxed effort. That's all I got.
Yep. Like Eric says, play 60 minutes.
Puck control, clean passes, McChesney, per usual, Gelati, Fox.
Oh, gelato.
So what I was saying, like I said, Wade did take one of my things. Set the tone right away with a big fight, get the fans riled up, get the bench riled up, so that way we can have the energy be like, hey, we just need to get going. So do that, and then after they do something to that effect, control the neutral zone and also be the first one to get the goal. So those are my 3 points keys to the game tonight.
All right. My 3 keys to the game is a lot more effort needs to be shown. Like Wade said, do opposite of what you did last night. We're not ending it yet.
I figure it sound good with music.
But do the opposite of what last night you did. Get the energy on our side. Like I said earlier, we've all said it. Get a first goal. Big fight. Big hits. Even big hits.
Mm-hmm.
Or a good save. Get a good save, Just get energy on our side because we don't have any right now on our side. The 3 players. I'm going to be watching Bear tonight. If he still shows his lack of effort, I have a bad feeling for this year. He really needs to start stepping up as a captain, in my opinion. I'd like to keep my eyes on Martin. I did like to. I saw what he did last night, and he did. He showed the effort. He was given effort. If somebody asked me who gave effort last night, and I will tell you, it was the ones that literally just got back with the team. Jalot showed effort, Martin showed effort, and Wilkie showed effort. And McChesney had tweaks of effort every now and then. Like, oh no, I got the puck, I got to shoot now. But the leader group itself did not show any effort last night.
Yeah.
So,
like it.
I'll be watching Bear. I'll be watching Martin. And if Jack, I enjoy watching Jack play goalie. I really do. I always enjoy him playing. He's relaxed. If he lets a goal in, he doesn't get too wound up about it. He just says, all right, boys, I got the next one. So, all in all, just do the opposite what you did last night.
Yeah. And shout out to Herrera, like I said, and Parody for getting their first goals. That was nice to see.
Yeah, that was. We were kind of worried about Parody because he only scored 1 goal last year.
Yeah.
So he tied his season high. I don't know if that's is a season high, but
seems like it.
So again, tonight. Mustangs are at home tonight at 6:00. So if you don't want to go up to Quad Cities or you don't want to watch the Rivermen on Flow, go head over to the Owen Center. Give those kids support. They always could need it. Bison don't play until the 26th at 7 p.m. in Iowa. The Blues are playing as we speak. I'm not sure what the score is. Not sure if I want to know what the score is.
Blackhawks tomorrow.
Yeah, Blackhawks tomorrow. And yeah, does anybody else have anything to say? Anything else that they want to discuss?
I'm good. I'm ready to go watch Rivermen hockey tonight. Hopefully,
you guys will be surprised. The Blues are actually winning 1-0.
Yeah, nope.
Yeah, not comfortable with that at all.
So no, but seriously, on the racing side of us, Ty and I will be doing a show with a special guest sometime within the next week or two. Stay tuned to Facebook for when that happens.
Yep, we'll be having a special guest on that show. We're still working on a date to get our special guest on this show. I'm thinking it's probably going to have to be on a Saturday, would be my guess. But yeah, I'm going to say this on behalf of myself, Big Ben, and Wade. It's been a pleasure doing the show today. And as I'm surprised. I don't really want to say Riverman style because if Riverman style was last night, we don't want to play like that anymore. So y'all, like I said, y'all have a good Saturday night, and let's go Rivermen. Let's get this train back on the rails. And I guess I can say let's go Blues because we need to start winning again too.
Yep. Yep.
So, all right, guys. Like I said, on behalf of myself, Big Ben, and Wade, we'll see you next time. And Wade, we always do it what?
Let's keep that old school Riverman style.
There you go.
See you guys.